Low fightiness and no leader.
Zargov.
And you're a little bit stronger. You were the reinforcements, I think. And we have another lord who's not too far behind. Ah, they weren't orcs, so I actually feel sorry for them.
Aye.
Alright, Owen, you are definitely on your way over here.
Shoulder axes, lads. We move.
Thorgrim. You are also on your way this way.
Beards in belts. Aye, up.
Benedict, I'm going to hold off on recruiting more for you because I want more troops. Right, you were saying that there's a scroll bar. There's no... Oh, there is a scroll. Son of a bitch. There's no... Oh, there is a scroll there. I blend in a bit too much with the background there. I thought that was just part of the border. Alright, so we can get other units here. What do we need? I kind of fancy another unit of thunder. Ooh, where? Hello. We can get cannon. I wish I'd known about this like 2 turns ago. Thunder and a cannon? Like, this is already pretty good in terms of its ranged potential. Oh, the rangers of great weapons are the throwing axe guys. But you can also have rangers with crossbows. So let's pin that and compare. The rangers with crossbows have more armor. Really? Okay. They much more melee defense, less melee attack, more weapon strength, less charge bonus, more ammunition, much more range. Range of 160. What's range of a quarreler? Same. So how do the rangers compare to quarrelers in that case? Tons less armor, less leadership, much more speed, more melee defense, more weapon strength, less ammunition. I'm wondering if I want to start switching to some more ranged rangers. Because then I could use my archers as a chasing unit once we've done the damage with the arrows. I mean, they are behind my front line, so they wouldn't be able to chase very effectively, but they are a lot faster. Plus 10 speed, and in fact we're upgrading their speed right now. Oh no, that just finished. Hey, Yellow Star. Interesting decision to make. I'm going to give you Thunderer.
As the High King commands.
No, I'm not. These are too expensive. I want more buildings. Silver Road. Can you build anything useful yet? Yes, we can upgrade your gunsmith so we can get a gunsmith's forge here, which will be very, very useful. Or the armory. Hang on, what's the armory give me? Armory gives me access to runesmiths, hammers and ironbreakers. Which is actually why we're building the Hall of Oaths right now, so yes, that is the better option. Though I do really want that siege workshop. Am I planning on doing Kaiserreich later? No, today's just going to be Warhammer, because I've already got a massive backlog of Kaiserreich stuff for YouTube, so I didn't really want to. Yeah, the main point of Rangers, I know, is the stalking and the vanguard. I realise, but having archers more effectively on the sides, and it just gives me a lot more tactical opportunity for a little bit of a reduction in their longevity. And for archers, if I use the archers right, that shouldn't matter too much. And it would allow me to use those rangers really effectively in anti-archer combat, which is what I use my quarrelers for the most. So it would be even better in that particular role. Because I could position them in ambush areas. And I could use them to chase off cavalry as well. Oh, there's a lot of things I could do with it. Joanka GM, Burger Samic, J. Collind, Qvan, Rush Alkash, Zaza Plug Point. Thank you very much for the follows. I appreciate that. So okay, so we can't build anything else here. Southern Badlands. Can we build anything else here? This is the place that I really feel needs defences. We have one more turn until that's done. Do I want to upgrade your clan barracks so you can get quarrelers? Or do I want to upgrade Galbaraz into a major settlement? That's probably a better option. Let's do that. Because that will also increase your garrison. Vanguard deployment seems man unless it's your whole army. I've used it pretty effectively a couple of times with the miners. And having the miners, basically miners with a ranged attack, would be phenomenal. So I can see it being useful. Defensive alliance with Ostermark. I don't want you drawing me into a war against Kislev. Oh, you're both running that way. Interesting. Tempelhof wants a peace deal. Tempelhof is still at war with Kadrin. So I'm going to say no. Oh, you've made peace with Tablet You're still at war with the other dwarves. We must protect our kin. Levy missile weapons. Dwarves with a penchant for picking the orcs off from afar will form Thunderer or Quarreler units. Mordred's still trying to do that. The Chaos Horde has poured in, a remorseless tide scouring all in its path. Yet even the most savage flood must eventually recede, leaving battered survivors to pick through the flotsam on ravaged shores. "We are saved!" they cry, heedless of the fact that the tides are certain in one respect. They will always rise again. The old world has survived the onslaught, yet now another wave rolls forth from the accursed Chaos Wastes. We're still in the Chaos Rises time. Okay, we're getting a couple more with positive public order now. Well, the thing with Vanguard is you don't need to use it. It's just a tactical opportunity that you don't have to use. Like very often the miners with blasting charges, I just stick them behind my front line because they're more effective there. But in one or two instances when I know I'm going to be fighting, say, the vampires where I want to pick off their general, it's really helpful. And having seen how much damage ranged units do against their generals, having a unit of Vanguard Rangers, or two, doing that would be phenomenal. Alright, Southern Badlands. Mingol, you are now able to build a watchroom, so please do that. And now my southern front is actually pretty well fortified, so I'm quite happy with how they are looking. Silver Road, can I upgrade you any further? I can. I definitely want the gunsmith. And that's basically all the money gone.
Vengeful Rune Lord. Onward!
Chase them down. I didn't actually mean you to literally chase them.
For the wisdom of the layer.
And let's move here so we'll cut them off from going south. Okay, good. Fenris, you are staying.
If you dare.
Owen, you are not.
Move!
Oh, I was hoping we'd move here and then could just jump across. Next turn, hopefully.
Good.
Thor.
Grimnir's axe thirsts. March!
Wade, you are staying put in Karazakrak because you are my behind-the-lines reactionary force. Okay, so we can get Masterwork Crossbows, which is more missile damage for Rangers and Quarrelers, which sounds phenomenal, actually. Ammunition Wagons, which is 20% more ammo. I don't think I've had a problem with ammo, though, in my games. The Dwarves seem to carry quite a lot. I had that consistently as the Empire, but not as the Dwarves. Do. Nice quick turn there. Still need to build more shrines. Carcassonne wants the defensive alliance. You are still fighting the Beastmen. You can deal with that yourself, Morgana Le Fay. Uh-oh. fight it. I want to see if I can inflict as much damage as possible. So they will be coming in 2 units. I want to see if I can do as much damage to Logug as I can before the other guys arrive. So we'll need to deploy on the opposite side. This is an attack, so they should come for me. Whether they'll wait for their reinforcements or not, I don't know. There's only 151 of them though. And I can vanguard, so I could just vanguard with the miners and just charge in. That seems like a bad idea though. Right, so the opposite direction of where these guys are coming out here, which actually gives me the hill. You know what? I like this position.
Vengeance!
Vengeance.
Dwarf
Stick the Dwarf
warriors!
warriors in the centre. I mean, the problem is going to be the Savage Orc Arrow boys.
It is a reckoning! Ready to serve!
Who are spread out thin.
Quarrelers! Down!
The Greenskins are close.
Nothing can stop us! Move!
Down!
Yes!
We are relentless!
Kasukan Kasikeha!
Down!
Charge!
Alright, let's get you in position.
Move!
In fact, I should probably bring
Yes,
resistance.
sir.
Well, the Quarrelers are going to be here
Stop
to
firing!
take out their archers. You have one job, guys. One job. Ammo is good for sieges. That's true. That's true.
Fire on the
Kill them.
foe!
In fact, I'm going to move you guys
Moving out!
forwards a little bit to put a bit of distance between us and the archers in front. The Quarrelers seem to be doing a pretty good job.
Miners!
Anti-archer roll.
Strike out! Killworks! Nothing can
Stop
stand!
us! Strike out!
Quarrelers! Yes! Shoot the Wazzicks! Try everything without a bit! Dull! Vengeance!
Alright. Oh, they have a wizard who's doing loads of wizardy stuff. But I'm dwarves, we have magic resistance. So nah. We could even just shoot at their wizards to try and take them out. Let's do that. Spells are hurting. Jeez. We're not doing much damage to you.
Dwarf warriors!
But you should be out of magic for a while.
Ready!
Bring them down!
Quarrelers!
Actually, we're at half ammo already. It kind of looks like the Quarrelers are going to be what wins us this fight or loses it. You regened already. Wow, you have.
For the ancestors!
I don't approve of that.
Yes!
It's unacceptable. We've done a massive amount of damage for our losses, though our left flank is faltering.
Get them!
Faltering, but not falling. Oh no, and they're out of range. Fine,
Bring your
let's
targets
move
well!
forwards a bit. I think their armies might, at the end of this, consist of the 2 heroes, and that's it.
Dwarf warriors!
Right, they're running, but you're going to pin me. You are faltering, which is not good. I need this flank to break before these guys arrive. We almost outnumber them. This is hilarious. And Quarrelers are not bad in melee. But I need them shooting as long as possible. Ah, you've been hitting the flank. Well, bugger.
Axes. For the High King! Put those dwarven legs!
It is a reckoning!
We're still shooting that. They outnumber us again. Now this is going a little bit better than I'd expected. But this front rank having shots again is irritating. But we've done loads of damage to their archers, and it was definitely the archers I was the most concerned about. It's nice that Orc Arrow boys have no armour. Uh-oh. Front flank's just disappeared.
Range far, range fast.
Okay, and the rest of this is just melee. We did a ton of damage though. I'm pleased with that. Unfortunately, they're probably razed this place. We lost 273, they lost roughly 200. Quarrelers carried it. Miners didn't do great. Miners are so situational. It was their arrow boys who did the most damage, as I expected. I think those are arrow boys. No, these are the arrow boys. Those are the melee guys. These are the ones that were probably fighting the left side miners. A valiant defeat. You said it was a decisive defeat. You didn't raise it. Oh, you just looted it. Oh, that's fine. GG, top knots. Punter. Wade Benedict. Income from all buildings reduced. Defeat Largug. I think that could be arranged.
The axe thirsts for war.
Alright, you are in normal movement.
Onward,
should be in normal movement.
by the grudge bearer's will.
We'll have you
By
go and
the
attack Narbag.
ancestor gods!
Yeah,
I'm off!
thought you might.
My axe thirsts for war.
What do you want? Heading out.
Summon me if you dare.
You wouldn't join that fight?
Prang!
No reinforcements, we have it all. To resolve. Bye! This time I will take the money because I
On
don't
to
need casualty
glory
recovery.
for the ancestors.
And we have a Sword of Might. And we've killed Nagbad. And we've gained Confident Attacker. Cool.
Anad? For the wisdom of Valea. Beards
Get
in
as close as
belts.
possible so we can hit
Dom
both
Graven!
sides. Except they'll run away, of course
God.
they will.
Let
Wimps!
us begin.
Let's move you really close. This is going to be
Let
3
us be
armies against you.
about this.
In fact, let's
My
level you up
axe
first.
thirsts for war.
You're taking the Blade Shield. Level 5 melee defense. Okay. Durable! He's a tank! Skill selections have made this character very effective at resisting physical damage for long periods. Does that actually give you a trait? Or are you just telling me that he's a tank? Because I knew that already. Tank. Scion of the union between a rock and a boulder, this dwarf is very hard to hurt. Doesn't say it does anything, but it is a trait, so maybe it does. I don't know.
My anger burns bright.
Yeah, this is a 3-way attack. I'm attacking with like 2,000 men here. Yeah, I don't need to fight this one. Decisive victory. Marvellous.
I'm leaving.
There we go. Beaten them. And the top knots are destroyed. And we gained a banner. Armor piercing damage plus 10 for the assigned unit. And also a dwarf bride. A dwarf bride often comes with a hefty dowry. By tradition, her weight in gold. Which probably explains why hot-blooded dwarves take to the curvier maids. So we got more income from that. And we killed Largug. And another orcish faction has been wiped out. And we also leveled up.
What?
So we need all 4 runes before we can get that. Rune of Striking, Rune of Might, or Rune of Fury. Take the melee attack. Alright.
Iron-willed.
QWERTY, you're going to head north.
Time for a
And Fenro,
reckoning.
you're on guard duty. I'm going to have you coming back to the Dragonborn... No, Galbaraz.
Shoulder axes, lads. We move.
So that we can have you fortifying a fairly central position. Right, I'm not expecting to fight any battles for a little while. So I am going to deselect everything on everyone. And I'm going to spend a little while re-kitting everyone. So you will have to bear with me while I do this. So the stonemasons need to be with the guard units.
Yes.
The frontline tanks need their stuff. I need to switch out the weapons, that's true.
Aye up!
Don't have any.
Lord of Clan Morgrim!
Those. Fenris.
Time.
And yes, I know I can do it all from a central list and then just...
Wisdom of Valea.
I can reshuffle things without actually needing to deselect everything, but I don't want to do that. Because this way I can see exactly who I've kitted out. And who
Let's march!
the potion of speed for you isn't that useful anymore, because you're not really a fighter.
Let us begin.
Wade.
Ricky.
And then Lionhearted. I have no idea if you come equipped with stuff. I would assume it's unequipped from you. Alright, so the main frontline man right now
Send
is
me
Thor.
to vengeance.
And you can have all of the faction bonuses, I would say. So you would want the archivists. I wish there was a filter of this. This list is getting pretty long. Alright, what else do you want? Wailing Banner? No. Armor Piercing? No. Banner of the Lost Holds. Passive ability. I have no idea what that does. 12% weapon damage. 20% missile resistance. We can make somebody immune to psychology in your armor. I just feel like the runes should be for the Rune Lords. More leadership. That one I like the sound of for you, because you are my leadership general. So really anything with leadership would be good for you. I'll give you Shield Breaker because you are very often on the move. And I'll give you... I'm not going to give you Grudge Keeper. I'm going to give Grudge Keeper to the general that I'm keeping down here, which was... I forget who that is.
My axe thirsts for war.
Fanro gets the Grudge Keeper. Because you're going to be the one fighting the Greenskins, most likely. Owen Weldonson, you are my
If
Vampire
you
Hunter.
dare.
So we need you with the anti-vampire stuff. There was another archivist. Choir Master, reduction to vampiric and chaos. And I'm also going to give you the Teller of Tales. And I want you to be pretty armoured. Vampires have a lot of magic, so I'm going to give you the ward save and the armour. That reduces enemy effectiveness. Your weapon strength, charge bonus, charge bonus. Tormentor Sword does what? Reduces enemy melee attack, which makes it harder for them to hit you. I'm gonna say nothing here. Talisman. Magic resistance. Again, you're going to be fighting people with magic, so yes. Potion of healing or potion of speed? I'll give you a potion of healing. Seeing as I'm kitting you out so well, I probably should give you a weapon. That just makes it much harder for people to hit you. I'll give you that one. Hopefully you will survive. That'll do for you.